Hello. If you've ever built a Power Automate flow that exports SharePoint content to Excel and watched it run for hours, you probably blame throttling, Graph API limits, or even SharePoint itself. In this video, I will show you why none of that is the problem, how Excel becomes the real bottleneck, and how to make it faster. I mean, a lot faster. Let's get to work. Let's start this video by turning on our accelerometer and examine the problematic export to Excel. To do that, I've already created a flow. This flow is very simple. It's a manually triggered flow, gets items from a SharePoint list. It's called holidays. That you can see it here. It has 50 items inside it, and our flow is supposed to read all the items in one shot, which is not going to take more than a second or two. After that, it should go through the table that is inside my Excel, and it's supposed to enter the values one by one from that SharePoint list to Excel sheet. So basically, one connection to SharePoint, read everything, and then insert them using add a row into a table from Power Automate to this Excel sheet. This Excel sheet at the moment is empty, and the table inside it is called T holidays. All right, so let's close this guy and start this flow and see how painfully it runs. And to avoid any possible delay that is caused by this test here, I get out of it and I run it directly from here. So let's say run, done, and it says it's running. So let me go back to the book and see how it looks. You see how slowly, one at a time, it's taking its time, happily ever after. Almost one record per second or something around that. I don't want to waste your time here, so fast forward. All right, the flow just finished the job and inserted 50 records here. And if I go back to my flow and I refresh it, you will see it took 1 minute and 3 seconds. And if I click on this one, you will see the part that is inside SharePoint took only a fraction of a second to read all the items from the SharePoint list, while my apply to each took 1 minute and 2 seconds. Very impressive. So that should show you just reading 50 items from a REST API doesn't take you a long time. Inserting those 50 records in Excel takes over a minute. And now imagine the impact when you are talking about thousands of rows. But what can we do about it? The answer is bulk insert to Excel using Office scripts. Office scripts are pretty much like Excel macros. You can even create them using screen recording. If you're good in coding, you can write the code. If you're not good at coding, it doesn't matter. The AI can do the code part for you, and this is exactly what we are doing here. The big difference between Office scripts and macro is that Office scripts are stored in your O365. So you cannot have Office scripts on a file that is strictly on your desktop unless that file is on SharePoint or your OneDrive, which is exactly where we want them when we work with Power Automate flows. So here is our strategy to do the bulk insert. First, we want to create an array of items to be inserted into the Excel table. It is already created because if you take a look into your Power Automate flow, get items always returns an array. If you want to see that, it's right here. Let me see the latest execution. We will need it regardless. If I click on get items, the output is an array. Forget about headers. If I scroll down, you will see the body and we have the value, and the body value is an array. This is square bracket represents an array, and you will find all the fields here. You will find data, item, whatever, but we have ID, we have title, we have date, description. These are the fields that we want. The other ones are unnecessary. We don't need them. It's just clutter for us. There is one more tiny thing that, yes, ID, title, and description have exact match here, while date field does not have the exact match. The date column name here is called event date, not just the date. That brings us to part 2. of the solution strategy, which is match the array columns with Excel table column names, which we will do it easily inside Power Automate, and I will show you how to do that. And these are the things that we need to do ourselves before we pass it to ChatGPT to create our Office script. And once it is done, you just need to push the run button and enjoy the results. This time, sorry, you don't have time for coffee break. So the array is already created. The only thing that we need to create a JSON array out of whatever that get from get items that exactly matches the columns in our Excel sheet. We already have ID, title, description. We need to rename the event date. We also need to get rid of every other column. Inside Power Automate, let me click on Edit. We don't need this apply to each or add row. So let me just get rid of all of them. Okay, apply to each. No, we don't want to use loops anymore. So delete. Okay. Here, I can use select. Select is a data operation action inside Power Automate that accepts an array, which is our body value, and now it can generate another array based on the columns or even calculated columns from the source array. So the columns that I need here are ID, which is going to be the current item ID. I can simply click on the function and I can say item, which refers to the current item inside an array. And I say, give me the ID. Just like that, we add the first column. The second column that we have is title. So for the title, we need to use title. The title that we have here on the left side is exactly the title that we have from Excel table. So I come back here. Title is going to be, again, just like before, function. I want to refer to item that is coming from SharePoint dot title. We are good. I just add it here. Third column is going to be the third column here, which is our description. So I come back here and I just type in description. Obvious enough, I can click on the function and I pick item dot description and I click on add. Now for the last column, which is event date, I come back here and I type in event date. Make sure they exactly match. And for this one, I pick the expression again and I just use the item function. But from the source, I need the date field here. So dot date. Be careful, there is no IntelliSense here because select doesn't have a clue that what is going on in source or your destination. So item.date, I click on add and we are all good to go. So this is the beginner view of this select formula. If you want to see the entire formula, it looks like this. Beautiful. Either way it works. So I just click on save and we can test it now. Let me click on test and see the result. I click on test. I click on run flow, done, and it's going to be extremely quick. Almost a second it completed. I click on select, and if I see the output, you will see I have a body that has ID, title, description, event date, and this is exactly matching ID, title, description, event date as we have in Excel sheet. So now we have a matching columns of a JSON array that I can pass it to Office script to insert all those values as one single parameter to a table in Excel. So we are done with match the array columns with Excel table column names using select action. Now, before we go to ChatGPT and create our Office script, for some of you who are interested to learn about these formulas and data operators inside Power Automate, I have a good news. My master Microsoft Power Automate flow expressions in 2 hours. I put a discount code in this QR code and it is valid till January 31st, 2025. This is the lowest price that Udemy can offer. If you're interested, it's an old course, but nothing has changed when it comes to expressions and it is well worth your time. So far, we are done with matching the array columns with Excel table. Now let's go to our ChatGPT. This is the prompt I created for ChatGPT. I have an Excel file with a table already created. The table name is T Holidays. I put the exact table name that I get it from here. Just click anywhere on the table, click on Table Design, and you will have the table name. The table has these columns: ID, title, description, event date. I'm using Excel Office scripts with Power Automate. I need an Office script that accepts the array of objects from Power Automate. It is necessary to tell ChatGPT that you want to call it directly from Power Automate. And in this case, ChatGPT creates an Office script that accepts the entire JSON array. Each object has these fields: ID, title, description, event date. It's exact match with the table, and adds all the items from the array as new rows to the table T Holidays. Inserts the values in the same order as the table columns, assume the table already exists, return only a working Office script. Let's pass it to ChatGPT and see what we get. So we are inside ChatGPT. Let me just paste this prompt here and see what we get out of it. All right, seems it's doing something. Function main, great, workbook is fine. And as you can see, because we told that we are calling it from Power Automate, it gives us something called items with direct values inside it: ID, title, description, event array. Beautiful. And as you can see, it's not a big one. Let me just copy this code and see if it works. So I go back to my Excel sheet, make sure you're in the file that you want to work with. I click on Automate tab and I click on New Script. I don't need to use the screen recording. ChatGPT has already created this for me. I click on Create in Code Editor. And I pretend that I'm writing the code myself. So select everything, remove, and I just paste this thing here. Beautiful. As you can see, we got some errors here. These red lines should not exist. I can explain you that it doesn't like any data type that ChatGPT created. I can simply go back there to ChatGPT and I say, seems like Excel doesn't like any data type. Make all of them text. Let's see what we get out of it. Okay, seems like we got something better. So let me take a copy of it. I go back here, remove, and I just paste this guy here. Hopefully this time it likes it. Again, scroll up, just eyeball it for any red underline. Looks like we have a good thing. It is saved. I just need to rename it. I can say bulk insert holidays. Done. Tab away, make sure it renames it. Done. So my script should be ready. The only thing that we need to do is just to test it. And to test that, I need to select all the rows in this table, except for the header. I don't want to delete the entire table. Right click, delete rows, and everything is cleared out. Now let's go back to our Power Automate and call it here. So I can click on Edit in my flow, and right after that, I can say Excel script, and I can easily find Run Script. Here, I pick the time zone for fun site. Document library, I can pick Documents. Under Files, I have the Book Excel file, and the script that I want to run, bulk insert holidays. Right after that, it's asking for script parameters that it's expecting you to add them one by one, but we have one array that is coming from that insert. So I can click on text, and for enter an array, I can directly get the output from my select. Bingo. And I can tab away, it's happy. So let me just click on Save, and now we can test it. Let me click on Test now, and I click on Manually, Test, and Run Flow. Done. Let's see what happens here. And there we go. Let me go back to my book. All the records are there. How long did it take? Probably you're curious. So It took 8 seconds for this to complete. It's still a lot faster than 1 minute and 4 seconds, but still we can do it a lot faster. Let me just get back to the book. I delete everything again from here. All these 50 records, delete. We are done. I can go back to my flow, and I don't want to run it under test. I run it directly from here. Run flow, done. And there we go. I can go to the book and see when it's updated. Boom, done. How long did it take this time? Let me just refresh it, and you will see it took only 5 seconds. Happily ever after. Now I know the big question. Ali, can I simply package thousands of records in this array and pass it in one shot to run script? Well, no. In my personal experience, I have packaged up to 500 rows in one parameter and passed it to Office script, and it worked. So if you have thousands of rows, probably you want to package them in chunks of 400, 500, 300, and send them one after another to your Office script and Excel file. The one thing that you need to keep in mind when you take this approach, although it takes a little bit of extra effort, compare the time. 1 minute and 3 seconds versus 5 seconds for only 100 records. And when the number of the records goes higher, that difference becomes a lot more significant. All right, I sincerely hope this video makes your Excel exports faster. But guess what? Clicking the like button makes your flows even faster. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon in the next video. And I'll see you even sooner if you are a subscriber.